Wicked Blogger Ghana is here again, and today we are breaking it down raw and uncut. You see, in this country, people think it's only the small game boys that the feds and EOCO are hunting. They forget the real scammers sometimes wear suits, hold microphones at political rallies, and hide under the banner of contracts. But trust me, when the spotlight hits you, no position, no party, and no flashy talk will save you. And this time, the name on the chopping board is no other than Kofi Akpaloo. For years, people whispered about him, but now EOCO has picked him up. And the truth is crawling out like cockroaches when the lights come on. Let's talk about why. By popular demand, Wicked Blogger Ghana will break down why the Economic and Organized Crime Office, EOCO, picked up Kofi Akpaloo. We have always maintained our stance, even back in our Snapchat days, that the National Democratic Congress has pledged the people of Ghana to deliver. When it comes to matters of corruption, they are keen on exposing every bit of rot, especially fraud. So whether you're a politician or a Game Boy, once their net catches you, there's no way you are escaping. Never. Kofi Akpaloo is a fraud. And when Wicked Blogger Ghana says fraud, we mean he's more than just a Game Boy. He is sharper than Kofi Boat, Hajia for Real, Dada Joe Remix, or Agony Pascal when it comes to using his brain to defraud ordinary Ghanaians. He has been in the business of scamming the state for many years, but now his cover is blown and he's about to pay for his crimes as he should. Casting our minds back, Chairman Wontumi was dealt with in a similar way, and all the flashy cars he constantly flaunted on social media turned out to be stolen. Now it's Kofi Akpaloo's turn to also face the law. Too often, the youth believe it's only the regular Game Boys EOCO and the feds chase, while the real scammers, politicians, walk around free. Now, let's enter the main reason why Kofi Akpaloo was picked by EOCO, as revealed by our team of dedicated investigators who have been following the story for a very long time. Before we proceed, please subscribe, and remember that Wicked Blogger Ghana only operates on YouTube, Telegram, and TikTok. Any account on Snapchat using our name is fake. Kofi Akpaloo has been in bed with the New Patriotic Party for years. That is why he always speaks in their favor. He is naturally an NPP boy. His presidential ambition was just a cover to give him a louder voice in support of the NPP, and in the process, secure juicy contracts. It worked for him for a long time. There's nothing criminal about political strategy, but it becomes a crime when he takes state money for contracts, do shady work, or squander the cash without doing anything. Under the NPP, Kofi Akpaloo was awarded several contracts, including supplying electrical products to the Electricity Company of Ghana, ECG. He also had road contracts and others. But instead of delivering properly, he supplied inferior materials and squandered most of the money. EOCO exists to protect the state from individuals and organizations trying to cheat the system through financial crimes. When someone receives government money for a contract but fails to deliver, it's not just a broken promise. It can amount to fraud, embezzlement, or causing financial loss to the state. That is exactly what EOCO investigates. If a contractor deliberately takes state funds with no intention of completing the project, EOCO treats it as fraud. They have the power to arrest, question suspects, freeze accounts, and seize assets linked to the money. This prevents suspects from moving or hiding funds before the state can recover its losses. EOCO works like the police, but focuses specifically on complex financial crimes. When the issue is poor quality work instead of an abandoned project, EOCO checks if there was deliberate intent to cheat the state. For instance, if a contractor is paid to build a school, but uses substandard cement and weak materials to save money while pocketing the rest, that's fraud. EOCO steps in. But if it's just incompetence, it may fall outside EOCO's mandate. In that case, the Auditor General usually flags it, and bodies like the Office of the Special Prosecutor may take it up if corruption or bribery is suspected in awarding the contract. EOCO does not directly prosecute cases. Their job is to investigate, gather evidence, and build a solid docket. Once ready, the docket goes to the Attorney General's department, which alone has the power to prosecute on behalf of the state. EOCO arrests and investigates, but the Attorney General prosecutes. EOCO provides the backbone of the case, the evidence needed for conviction. This system creates a clear separation of roles. EOCO investigates financial crimes. The Auditor General audits irregularities. The Office of the Special Prosecutor targets corruption. CRAD deals with administrative justice, but not criminal prosecution. And the Attorney General ties it all together in court. So yes, EOCO can arrest anyone who takes state money for a contract and fails to deliver, especially if there's evidence of fraud or financial loss. They investigate thoroughly, trace funds, and build cases. But prosecution rests with the Attorney General. A clear example was the $36 million United States electricity meter scandal. In the year 2016, the government signed a $40 million United States contract to supply meters to ECG. $36 million United States was paid up front. The supplier ignored technical requirements, skipped test and training, and delivered faulty meters. ECG rejected, yet they cashed in the letter of credit and walked away with almost the full amount. EOCO stepped in, investigated, traced the money, and built a case for fraud and financial loss. They handed it to the Attorney General for prosecution. Delays followed, but EOCO had done its part. That case shows how EOCO operates. They don't just sit back when development funds are wasted. They investigate, arrest where needed, and prepare strong cases. But prosecution is left to the Attorney General. This is why EOCO picked up Kofi Akpaloo. He took state contracts, squandered funds, and supplied inferior work. The evidence is there, and as Wicked Blogger Ghana always says, whether Game Boy or politician, when EOCO's net falls on you, your freedom days are numbered. Wicked Blogger Ghana has said it before, and we will keep saying it. If you live by fraud, you will die by fraud. Today, it's Kofi Akpaloo. Tomorrow, it might be another big man who thinks politics is a license to chop state money. EOCO has made it clear, no one is untouchable. So, to the Game Boys in suits and ties, enjoy while it lasts, because the same net you cast over the people will one day catch you too. Stay tuned, because we're not done digging. Wicked Blogger Ghana, where the truth never hides.
So, now what the movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The first time I could hear you say 8.
8.
Emma make a book as 8. Yeah. 8
video.
It's really 8 of them. And then we do what I say now, but I didn't show actually 8 to her. What I say, because they tell me 8, many I know who I say. Last election, we pick 9. And yes, I could pick 8. 8 so it didn't 8 and your papa. Because you say 8 your papa or boy. 8 before now, but you probably piano. I'll best beton printing. Where it could be a mistake. A company name 28, make what to 8 to 2020, number me 8. Bram prayer and son, I made 2 now. Obi drama because you say 8 be done or power. What would that 8? What would that now? That's 7.